Hello, and today we're gonna, well, I'm gonna be showing you how to basically replicate Herbie livery in Gran Turismo 7. So let's get on. I'm gonna be making the Monte Carlo one because it seems to be the easiest. So what you want before we start is to find Volkswagen paint and buy the where is it? Pearl white. I think I have it, because that's the original colour Herbie was. So we pop that on the wheels as well. I'm not using the correct wheels because I do not own them, sadly. So we start with the rear. We'll get the number plate in place, which I recently downloaded off the thing. So we scale that to be 38 by 38 and we plonk that there. And I guess we'll start with the front. So we're gonna need the number, which I also have. It's this one here. And the 5 sits just over that line, and it sits proudly roughly there. I've got an image up on my phone and I'll probably stick the image up in the top left hand corner of the screen just so then it works. So then we want to go back over to other, go back over to the front, and then we get ourselves the very handy cube. So we're going to lay that like that, and we're going to adjust it so it's only just longer, so then we get that there. So now we're going to go get another cube, only this time it's going to be put in black. And we're going to shrink it down to roughly 2 high. Nope, never mind. We're going to go down to 1 high, so then it matches and goes over the... Oh, I messed up. So it goes over the stripe on the bonnet. Well, it's not really a stripe, it's a metallic line. So now we get the stripes on, or we can add the 53 on the side first, which personally I think that would be a lot easier. So we'll find this one and we'll pop that. It sits, it's quite small, it sits right there almost. And then we're going to duplicate that over to the other side. Looking good already. And then what we're going to need to do is, the mirror's good because it's metallic anyway. So we're going to head on over to the body and we're going to basically put in a sunroof. Now I've not really got a sunroof, so I'm going to have to find one. Sunroof. None of them really work, so I'm gonna have to find some sort of tarp or something which looks grey. Nope, that don't work. Cloth. If not, then we're gonna have to resort to the nope, that did not work. We're gonna have to resort to the basic block, and it's basically just a dark grey almost. So it's not like that, but I'd say if we stay like that, it goes in the centre, and it whack it up to 130 or 126 rather, and it is, we will go to 82 wide because that looks nice. That's basically the sunroof. or the piece of tarp, whatever. Someone really needs to make a better one for it. I will be uploading this livery when the thing's done, so you can go download it. I'll leave the tags for it in the description. But now we shall add the stripes, so let's get on with it. He has a very thin red stripe. The red is not like that, but it's like that, but I'm gonna have to make it just a tiny bit brighter. There. Looks nice, or looks accurate. I'm gonna line it up with the edge of this, and we're going to make it long. The only problem is it curves with the thing, so I'm gonna have to reset it, pop it there, and now make the line, so then the curve isn't as bad, but because it still curves, I'd say that that's pretty good. Now this stripe is kind of like that wide, so we're gonna remember that it's 3 wide, and we are gonna duplicate that, and we're gonna get the blue done next because it'll be easy. And it's a almost very dark blue, almost like a very that colour, and it's very wide. I've messed that up a bit. I've messed it up again. And we're gonna make it 8 wide, and that goes right there, I'd say. But because of the rotation, I messed it up again. We're gonna have to go put it bang on right there, and we're gonna move this red over because it's not touching the thing, which I've just realised. We're gonna delete that stripe. We're gonna work with the blue because that would be simpler and easier. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shrink that down. Sorry if this video is gonna be like ultra long. I'm not aiming for it to be. Well, I sort of am because it's making something. So we're gonna go like that. That seems alright. So it's just above the thing. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to duplicate that and put that in that very nice red which we found. We're going to move it over, and we said 3 wide. So we're going to pop that. It looks roughly there in the image. So I say we're going to go roughly there. So now we duplicate that, and then we turn it white, like very white, so like that. And that's looking nice. So now we're gonna move this all the way up to there, and we're looking nice already. So now it's just the job of continuing up the stripe on the body. So we're going to want this, we're going to duplicate it, and this time we're going to enter slow mode, and we're going to slightly rotate it a bit. No, we're not. We're going to... Can't tell if that's looking wrong or not. Ah, it'll be fine. So, oh, it's slightly off. So nudge that a bit over there. Thicken it up just a tiny bit. And push. Bang. Bang on. So now we're going to do the same with the blue. So we're going to duplicate it, slow mode it up. And because it's so wide and so big, it will be a bit of a pain. But we got that first try, so that's actually good. So now it's time for the white, so we're gonna... I messed it up. So I'm gonna delete that, get hold of the white, and duplicate it up again. And that looks good. Excuse me. Right, so he has a fog light. I don't really have a fog light thing, so we're gonna find one, unless I've got... If I just put in fog, it should appear. It's like a black circle, almost like that, but it has an unknown logo in it, which I can't really tell. So we might have to put in fog light. Could use that. That might work. But I'll have a look for a different one. Light. Let there be light. We'll have to scroll through some more. Nope, that ain't gonna work. We're gonna need one of... That might work. We'll use that and we'll put a white background on it. And that fog light sits just on, covering up the stripe right there. So we're going to get a white circle, pop it behind it. That might look nice. We're going to move this layer, and then we're going to get that circle, scale it down a little bit till it suits the circle. There, that's good enough. So now we got our little fog light. And we can't really pop the number plate on the front of the bumper because it's a 1966, this one, but Herbie was a 1963, so he had a thing only on his excuse me again, left hand side. No, it wasn't the left, it was the right, because it was a fuel thing. You can't really see it in this image, but I've watched the movies enough time. Excuse me again, I've got a bad cough, so we're gonna need a fuel cap. There's some Back to the Future stuff. That's not gonna work unless we're making some sort of time travelling version. Nope, I'm gonna need a fuel thing. So if I just search up fuel, should come up. That might work. That one will do. And we'll shrink it down. He had it just there because it was the one which he put the diamond in or something like that in the Monte Carlo. So that's the sides done. It's time for the windows, I guess. Yeah, 2 post-it notes. Not really sure why, but he had to. One was lime green, So we'll get the nice green. It's like a pale, nope, not blue, don't know why it went there. It's almost like that colour. Oh no, don't want to change it again. So we're going to move that. We're going to up that just a little bit and shrink it down and angle it, because it looks to be at an angle. Not really sure what's on the post-it notes, but there you go. And we're going to duplicate that, move it down to there, and we're going to get out the yellow. And we're going to make that slightly more like that, and we're going to move it just a bit more over to there. And then for the rear, can't really tell, but I know that it's there. Or on the right hand side, he has a Monte Carlo sticker, this one, and it sits proudly right there. And on the rear, he has the exact same thing. It was on the second page, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm stupid. Oh, I did have that one downloaded. I can't remember if it sits on the left or the right, but I'm just gonna have to guess that it sits on the left. So there we go. That's the windows all sorted. Mirrors don't need changing. Bonnet, we should be done with it. Now it's time for the annoying part, the roof, because we're gonna need completely different set of decals, it seems like. So we're gonna need, in our red, and we had that set to be 3, only this time we're adjusting the height. That doesn't seem right. So we're going to move that down there, and then we're going to adjust the height. This is why I hate doing it like this. I should have. Seems good enough. If I just a bit more height, that should do. Only we're going to rotate it slightly to be 357. And then, hold up, no. We're going to decrease it by just a tiny amount. Because OCD sets me off. I don't like when things are like very, very bad. Bam, that'll do. And so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fly back down, zoom in, and we're gonna duplicate it, and we're gonna turn it into our very nice blue. If I find it, there it is. And we're gonna scale it bit more, because we're at an angle, it needs to be slightly wider than the original. So we go to there, and then we duplicate that and turn that into our very nice white, shrink it down by loads, and I just messed it up, so we're gonna have to redo that. Shrink it down, and there. See, looking nice already. Now it's time for voice quick. Now it's time for the actual roof. I've went on the wrong thing. I could have just downloaded Herbie stripes, but I want to make this as accurate as as detailed as accurate, not accurate as detailed. That's Oh, I've messed that up. So we're gonna go back down here, get the size, because I've forgotten what it is. Rotate it slightly, bring it back down to there. And I've just skewed it, so we're gonna have to do that again. I've only been playing this game since like December. So now we zoom back out. And extend that all the way over here. When we get to the rear, that's when it starts getting very, 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 very annoying because of the boot. So we're gonna need to, I'm gonna say right there looks good. So we're gonna rotate it a bit more, and that'll be the red of the thing done. So now we're gonna duplicate it, bring it down, get our very nice blue out again, and we're gonna up that to, what did we say? Gonna move it down until it matches. And we're gonna want that to go, I hate this. I'm gonna move that over, and we're gonna rotate it. And we should be done there. No, we're not done. That looks absolutely horrendous where I've placed that. Up that a bit more. Done there. And then I'll just make sure that this red's in line, which it looks to be. So now we get our white out, so we'll get the blue, duplicate it, set it in very nice, not the red, the white, and we'll shrink it down till it fits in that hole. Like it's a lot harder than it looks. Like that, I'd like to say, and I've just messed it up. So no, not like that. So shrink it, shrink it, shrink it. Keep it there, zoom in, slow mode, and a little bit of rotate. It's hard because the body's white and I'm making a white car. I should have changed the car to black for the meantime, so that I can see what I'm doing. Done the actual paint last. Oh, I've messed it up again. Gonna want that to line up there. And it looks a bit bad, because it is a bit bad. But trust me, the stripes are all fine. So now we're gonna go on over to the hardest part, my least favourite, the rear end, where he has a 53, but it's at an angle and it sits right there. If you've seen the movies, you'll know. what I'm talking about. Now it's time for the horrendous stripes again. So we'll get out the blue first, so we're going to work in vice versa this time. And we're going to make sure that lines up with the thing, and it looks bad, so we're just going to drag it down. And we're going to shrink down that stripe a little bit. And then we're going to get the white or the red. We'll do the white. So we're going to duplicate. No, we'll actually do the red, because then we've got a base layer for where the white's going to go. So we're going to have that like that. Leave that there, because that's actually really good. Duplicate that, set that to our glorious white. Go in, make it wider. That's the easy part of the rear done. Now we just cover this up, so we get like this. We set that to be white, but it doesn't really work with the thing, so we're gonna need to get a very pearlescent white, so probably like this. Bearing in mind the pearl white only cost 4,000 to buy in this game, so it's not that bad of a colour, because I use it in most of my things which I've done. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to move it up a little bit. We're going to leave it, I can't speak today. We're going to leave it there. We're going to get out another one, shrink that down. We're going to go back to our very nice other white which we've got. And then we're going to shrink it in size till we got a nice looking curve. And then we're going to place it right there, so that we got a boot, which looks nice. That's basically Herbie finished. So yeah, change the background. I will be uploading this livery to the Gran Turismo place, just so that then you know. We're gonna call it Ollie I Knows Herbie, or just we'll call it Herbie Monte Carlo. But we're gonna put 53 after. Then we're gonna save it, apply the livery, and then we'll do the outro. I've already had a few bashes at making this before I made this video. So that one which you see up there, that's my before one. It was quite bad, so I've remade it. So, oh wait, no, I better upload it first. Herbie Monte Carlo 53. So now we wait for another few minutes. Leave a like if you want me to do the Rusty Herbie from Fully Loaded, or Goes Bananas, or the Herbie from The Love Bug, or something like that, or any other movie car or something which you want to see me make. I've already got Carl Trickle's Chevy from Days of Thunder, which I've done, and I'll share it first. Message, I'll just put, I made this for my YouTube, and then I'll put in brackets just so then you guys know who it is, and I'll set the search tags as Herbie, capital H, but lowercase is it, movie, MOVIE, and 53. So now, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever. Hope you have a good day, and I will see you in the next one.